The reason why you can't advance tuck planche but you can tuck planche is down to two possible reasons. Either you don't have enough anterior deltoid shoulder strength, or your core/pelvis rotation is wrong. Usually the issue is down to that first reason. Your deltoids aren't strong enough, so they can't provide enough torque, in other words force, while you're in this protracted position with this amount of lean over your hands. So all we have to do is get stronger shoulders, right? Well, it's a bit more complicated than that, but let me show you the 5 best exercises. Doing these 5 exercises will get you guys the advanced tuck planche if you do them consistently with good form. Exercise number 1, tuck planche to advanced tuck planche pumps. So this is one I have explained before in numerous videos, and that's for good reason. This one's so good. You're going from the tuck planche, so a move you're comfortable with, into the next progression. This is one method you can use to bridge the gap between two progressions that you're finding difficult. So it works for other progressions as well, but we're using it to learn the advanced tuck planche. So you're going to go into that tuck planche position, open out your knees, lean a bit more, because as you can see, the leaning angle when you go to the advanced tuck planche compared to the tuck planche, the leaning angle is a lot more acute. And when you do this, you need to maintain your protraction throughout. So this is when you push into the ground and push your scapula or your shoulder blades downwards. We're training that specific leaning angle for the advanced tuck planche. We're not training the tuck planche leaning angle, we're leaning a little bit more forward and training that advanced tuck planche leaning angle. This is what's going to get us the advanced tuck planche, time under tension in that leaning position. So any exercise where we're leaning further than the tuck planche and able to hold this with good protraction, it's going to help us progress way faster to the advanced tuck planche compared to just doing tuck planche progressions. So as you train this greater leaning angle, you're going to get stronger in that position, and that's what we want, and that's when you're going to start seeing yourself being able to hold that advanced tuck position. It's because you can lean more, that's going to get your hips up and allow your knees to get into the correct position. Exercise number 2, weighted tuck planche. So guys, this one is pretty self-explanatory. We're just using weights. Again, I've had a video where I use weights to learn the planche. Weights are great if you have these available to you. So if you guys can use ankle weights, these are really going to help boost your progression, and you can use this all throughout your planche journey. Using ankle weights in the tuck planche means you're working a progression you're already comfortable with and don't need to think about moving your knees about or even that greater lean angle. All you need to focus on is greater protraction and a greater torque provided by your shoulders. And torque, of course, is turning force, so you need to provide more force into the ground by your shoulders to keep your hips in line with your shoulders, to keep your body elevated. And guess what is needed in the advanced tuck planche compared to the tuck planche? Yep, more force. So maybe, just maybe, think about using weights. Exercise number 3, pseudo advanced tuck lean. So you'll notice a common theme throughout these shoulder exercises. They're all about providing more torque, more turning force through the shoulders at a greater lean angle. So at the angle you're going to be doing the advanced tuck planche in, and that's exactly what this exercise is training you to do. So you're getting your knees into that advanced tuck position, so that open hip angle, but then we're also doing a sort of pseudo planche lean, but more in an advanced tuck position. So in this exercise you're going to be training the exact lean angle you will be doing in your specific advanced tuck planche. So you won't just be getting better at the tuck planche, you're actually going to be getting stronger and being able to do the advanced tuck planche. It's all about specific strength, guys, so try this one out. Planche leans. Now guys, do I even need to explain this one? You guys should know why this one is such a good exercise, but for those of you that don't know, let me quickly explain. So we're training a few things here. One of them is that greater lean angle. So in this exercise, we're training even greater lean angle than the advanced tuck planche. So that means even more gains and getting even more comfortable with our shoulders providing force in that greater lean angle. We're also focusing on the protraction here, more so than other exercises. So we're focusing on being that stable, rounded upper back position, which you need to get good at if you want to learn the planche. Exercise number 5, advanced tuck hyperextensions. In this exercise, you're laying on a bench in the tuck planche position, and then you're extending or opening your hips to the advanced tuck position, keeping your pelvis posteriorly tilted. To keep your pelvis posteriorly tilted while moving your knees out into this open position, you need to contract your core. posteriorly tilting your pelvis needs your core to really pull your pelvis inwards to keep your pelvis tilted downwards. So as I've said in some of my form checks, you want to have this kind of rounded lower back rather than like a kind of U shape or boat shape. Don't want your lower back moving at all. Your lower back stays where it is. Some bonus exercises for you guys that are really struggling with the advanced tuck planche are the assisted advanced tuck planche. So this one, you just use a resistance band. If you don't have resistance bands, you need one for learning the planche. It's going to help you out so much for learning it efficiently. And Gore Nation sell whole sets of resistance bands and parallettes if you need these for your planche training. Check them out below. Use the code JACK10 to get these products with a discount. So guys, use the resistance band for the advanced tuck planche but assisted, and then also, you can do the exercise called pike push-ups. This one is a staple for intermediates and beginners for building that shoulder strength, and is a literal cheat code for learning the planche and handstand push-up. It's a prerequisite for both basically, and the strength transfers to both of those skills. So if you're looking in the future to learn either the handstand push-up or the full planche, you might as well start now by doing pike push-ups as well. So to finish off, we're going to finish off with a workout routine you can start today to start getting closer to that advanced tuck planche and moving your knees into the correct position. So the first thing I want you to do is core alignment warm-ups. So these are things like bird dogs, cat camels. Search these up on YouTube. These are going to work on posteriorly tilting your pelvis and keeping that tight core position which you need for the advanced tuck planche. So start your warm-ups like this. Then after warming up your wrists and scapula, you're going to do your attempts of the advanced tuck planche. This is going to be the tuck planche, but you're going to try and get your knees out as far as you can while leaning slightly more. You're going to record every set, and week to week you're going to try and get your knees out further and further. So at the start, don't go for the full open hip angle, go for only 45 degrees, and then over time you can go for 90 degrees. I'm only going to do 3 to 4 sets of these attempts depending on how strongly you're feeling that day, but then you're going to move on to the workout. So guys, that's the workout routine that I would be doing if I was a beginner or intermediate, learning the advanced tuck planche as fast as I could and struggling to get my knees out without collapsing. But guys, if you need more explanation on tilting your pelvis posteriorly, then click this video. It's an ultimate guide on how to advance tuck planche. Or if you want to learn how I learned the full planche with weights, then click this video.